Collins. You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your hometown news. I'm April Frelke.
And I'm Nick Kaufmann. And we're both broadcasting live on LYNXX 24 around the world on YouTube, all around the world on YouTube, anytime you want.
And speaking of YouTube, Nick, the Image Pictures posted our Wadashooter Day parade that we did on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Did you finish eating all the candy they threw at us?
No. We had
You gave it to the kids, didn't you?
So much candy.
There was a lot of stuff.
I haven't given it to anybody yet.
That was a good parade.
That was
that was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, right. So, what do you got going on?
Well, this week's Connect 24 is brought to you by Oakdale Credit Union, Tomah Homes, builders of quality Stratford homes, and Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon.
You look quite springy.
Oh, thanks, Nick.
Yeah, Mike. I got a new one.
I see you have a bolero.
A little summertime kind of.
And it has a little monogram N on it.
Yeah, N for nice, Nick. Yeah, you got it. Okay, we're good. So, good. Let's get on with the news. You betcha.
That's right. Here is an idea for some great family fun. The Saturday, July 13th, Riverside Park in Boston will be showing a free movie featuring the film How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. The film is rated PG and will start at 8 p.m. That's a great place to do at the Riverside Park.
The drive-in movies.
Yeah, drive-in movie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, we still have a couple of drive-in movies.
Yes, we do.
We got one in Richland Center. Okay, Starlight, I think it is. Sure. And then there's a twin one in the Dells. I'm sure it's
that'd be it's going to get hot in July next week, and then go watch the movie outside.
I enjoy doing that with the grandkids every once in a while. It's kind of a hoot.
Oh, that's a good grandpa.
Well, the Gadio Players, a four-piece modern jazz band, will be playing Monday, July 15th, as part of Boston's Music in the Park Summer Concert Series. It's a free concert in the Riverside Park, and it starts at 7 p.m. Now, you can bring a picnic dinner and your blanket or your chair and enjoy an evening of live music with the whole family. So it sounds like they're broadening out from just the Boston band to other entertainment.
Another group coming in.
Yeah, that's good.
So that would be a fun thing to get out and do with your family.
And if the weather holds up, it's great.
Yeah, and listening to music really decreases that stress hormone, that cortisol, Nick. This is a nice, calming, stress reduction thing to listen to music.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that. Really.
Boat Bash is Saturday, July 20th, starting at noon. The event takes place on Alcatraz Island on the beautiful Castle Rock Lake. The playlist will be the entertainment featuring two female vocalists playing modern and classic cover tunes until 4 p.m. In order to get to the party, you must have a boat or a friend or someone you know that does. There are plenty of boat landing locations, and just a note for our viewers, small children, Boat Bash is kind of an adult-themed party.
Well, that Alcatraz Island, I think it was originally Devil's Island, and somehow they just, whoever does names those type of things, thought it'd be kind of cute, that. But there's supposed to be a cool sandbar out that area.
It's very sandbar-y.
They get all their boats down there. And
drop an anchor. And
it was nice of you to warn our viewers that it is adult. It's
well, you could bring your kids and then decide, we should not
be there. Right.
So it's so totally up to you as parents. All right.
Well, speaking of parties, Milwaukee will be hosting their annual Bastille Days, July 11th through the 14th. Bastille Day actually is the 14th. The free 4-day event attracts over 250,000 visitors annually. Wow, I didn't realize that. And they enjoy live music, an international marketplace, chef and wine demonstrations, French and Cajun cuisine, and roaming Buscar entertainment, and a signature 43-foot Eiffel Tower replica offering hourly light shows. Wow, that's different. I hadn't been there in years and years. It was more or less a little street thing the last time I was there, but it sounds like a big deal. 250,000 people.
That's a lot of people.
That is. Storming the Bastille.
That's right, the Bastille. Well, here is the first place winner in the Wisconsin's Great Waters Photo Contest. The photo, entitled Supermoon over Kewaunee Harbor, was taken by Brent Huson of Kewaunee. The photo depicts a brightly lit lighthouse in the winter shining over the Lake Michigan, where an amazing orange supermoon rises from the darkness. This and 9 other winners are featured in a 2920 Wisconsin Great Waters calendar that you can download from the DNR website. You want to download that on your color printer.
Yeah,
that's
a gorgeous picture.
Oh, absolutely. So you can go to the DNR website and, yeah.
That was a sun or a moon?
It's a moon, a supermoon.
Oh, there it is, a supermoon. Oh, it's a supermoon. Wow, that was really excellent. Wow.
What a great contest.
I'm impressed with that. That's good.
Well, catering for our cast and crew of your hometown news has been provided by Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens. Coming up next, this month's Fit Foodie with freezer meal tips. Stay tuned.
You want it? We'll find it. You got it. Price match and relax. That's the Rudick Jensen deal, sealed with a platinum level membership. Oil changes, done. Tires, brakes, alignment, all done. Car wash, you got it. Rudick Jensen Auto Mall, New Lisbon. Check out our inventory online at rudickjensen.com.
Tomah Homes, building quality Stratford homes. Country cottage. Wraparound porch. A kitchen that loves to be cooked in. A mudroom with a washer and dryer. Custom designs. Tomah Homes, custom homes built around your life.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Since 1952, Tomah Memorial Hospital has offered quality health care close to home. Because of our long-standing commitment to helping our neighbors stay well, Tomah Memorial Hospital has been recognized as a top 67 critical access hospital to know. The hospital is growing to better provide top-rated quality care to further inspire health, wellness, and balance to patients and families in the community. The new Tomah Health is scheduled to open October 2nd this year. At Tomah Memorial, we are honored to be part of your healthcare family.
Taking care of you.
Relax at Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Shazam!
It's crazy, right?
His name is Captain Sparklefingers.
No, it's not. That's not my name.
You're him. You're the hero.
Dude, did you see that?
You electrocuted a bus and almost killed these people.
And then I caught it.
Shazam. Rent it now on demand.
You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome to the Fit Foodie, sponsored by Anytime Fitness of Tomah. I'll be encouraging you to nourish through nutrition, strengthen through exercise, and commit to your overall wellness through fitness tips and recipe ideas that are both useful and practical at any fitness level. So today we are going to be talking about some life hacks that is going to save a lot of us time. So today we're going to talk about a freezer meal option that you can make in approximately 5 minutes. So some of this I have prepared ahead, so to be fair, but we are going to do some steak fajitas or beef fajitas. So we're going to start with just a gallon-sized bag. And we're going to take about 2 pounds of meat and throw that right in the bag, making sure you get the sponge off of there. And then to keep this really simple, all we're going to do is add our peppers. So we've got some red and some yellow to add some color. And I'm just going to chop up a couple more because you want to have 2 full peppers. in your recipe. I like to cut them up nice and long or have them in big chunks. And the reason for that is because if you use a slow cooker, a lot of times these peppers will get a little bit mushy on you if you don't have them in large pieces. Just quick get through this one here. Also with these peppers, with these nice bright colors, lots of phytonutrients, vitamin C, all the good things that go along with having some peppers, and also very low calorie. So we've got our veggies in there. We're gonna add our onions, which I did cut ahead of time, and that's because they make me cry. And I didn't wanna do that on film. So we've got all of our veggies in here. We're gonna start adding some spices. So about 2 cloves of garlic. I like to add a little bit of extra, and I also use a jarred pre-minced garlic because it also saves a little bit of time. So I'll dump that in there. Then we'll go to some crushed red peppers, which you can add that to taste. I like to have a little bit of kick to mine, so I'll give it a good 5 shakes or so. Probably about a half teaspoon would be fine. Going into the next spice, we've got ground cumin, and that gives it that kind of warm, savory flavor. And this one you're gonna go 2 tablespoons, which I'll just kind of estimate as I shake in here. And we're also going to add some chipotle chili pepper. Chili pepper of any kind is fine, a ground chili pepper. I like the chipotle, it just has a little bit smoky flavor. So you're gonna add about a teaspoon of that. Then going to some smoked paprika. You can also use a traditional paprika. The smoked paprika, again, gives it that nice smoky flavor. When you think of like taco seasonings and things like that, that's what you're tasting in there, all these smoked spices. So once you've got about another teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika in there, you're gonna cut up a lime. I like to just cut it in half, and then you're gonna use the juice of 1 lime in your recipe. You just squirt that right along top, so then it kind of gets into some of the spices, and they start to run down into the veggies and the meat as well. There we go. So go ahead and seal up that bag. You can see that it took no time at all for me to assemble all of the ingredients. And I like to give it a little bit of a shake just to make sure that you get some of the seasonings in with the veggies. When you are done with that, you label it, and you can put it in the freezer for up to 3, sometimes even 6 months if you're in a deep freeze. So this is a really nice, easy thing that you can just throw in the crock pot before you go to work one morning. And if you prefer to have something that's sliced up in the skillet, you're welcome to slice up that. You can use beef steaks or sirloins in place of the roast, and slice that after it's been thawed out, and use it in your skillet for a little bit of a fresher option. And that's all there is to these freezer meals. Saves a ton of time, and you can assemble almost 10 freezer meals in about an hour to an hour and a half. So if you have a little bit of time in your week to do that, it's a great option, and it keeps you from having to spend a bunch of time cleaning up in the kitchen, and spend less time in the kitchen cutting up veggies, and you can just have these freezer meals thawed out and ready to go. This has been another segment of the Fit Foodie. Thanks to LYNXX 24 and Tomah Anytime Fitness. Fit Foodie is going to take a little break over the summer, and hopefully see you again in another season. Thanks for watching.
Since 1952, Tomah Memorial Hospital has offered quality health care close to home. Because of our long-standing commitment to helping our neighbors stay well, Tomah Memorial Hospital has been recognized as a top 67 critical access hospital to know. The hospital is growing to better provide top-rated quality care to further inspire health, wellness, and balance to patients and families in the community. The new Tomah Health is scheduled to open October 2nd this year. At Tomah Memorial, we are honored to be part of your healthcare family.
Taking care of you.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Tomah Homes, building quality Stratford homes. Country cottage. Wraparound porch. A kitchen that loves to be cooked in. A mudroom with a washer and dryer. Custom designs. Tomah Homes, custom homes built around your life.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Tomah and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
She's here! Take cover, everyone! No!
One.
Ding dong! Go back to work!
You can't be all mean.
Well, you ain't ready to play with the grown-ups.
I wish you were little.
You went to bed grown and then you woke up a child again.
Where are my boobs? I paid 15 G's for those things.
To everyone, you are a child, so start acting like one.
Think you're the boss of me?
I'm requesting backup. We have a black mama whooping.
Who's the boss? Now!
Little. Watch it now. Not on Netflix streaming.
Relax at Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens, Wisconsin.
This is Second Lieutenant Ben Murphy. You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
It feels like I should know where I am, but where are we?
We are at the shed. We are right outside of Tomah at Hillview Farms. We're going to be talking with Kathy Von Hayden and her farm and her CSA program and the shed and this beautiful property. So Nick and I are in the shed.
We're in the shed.
The shed.
It feels like a shed.
It is.
It looks like a shed.
Kathy, tell us about the shed. This is a great place.
It is made out of repurposed material. Its purpose was to repurpose items we find at yard sales, auctions, things like that. We also have garden products in the spring, and in the fall we have fall wreaths and decorations, holiday merchandise.
You're repurposing the shed itself, right? The construction of the shed.
The construction of the shed. It's a building that a friend of mine, Rich and Tammy DeVork, they tore down, and the framework is all from that building. And then the walls, the cedar is from a remodel project.
And it goes on and on.
It just goes on and on. Everything, the flooring, it's all repurposed.
I heard that there was the posts outside were from Oakdale Electric or something.
Yes, they are, yes. And the tin on the outside, it's all repurposed.
What I like about places like this, and you've done a beautiful job of decorating it, is it's not only for sale, okay, but it's decorative. It looks nice. You know, things feel good. And of course, at my age, I can look around, and most of the stuff I probably have used at one time.
This is like Wisconsin's little piece of heaven. Everybody should come here.
At least once, right. Hey, you know what? I haven't actually seen a garden. Let's go find out where they actually grow this stuff, okay?
Yeah, let's get out to the garden.
What do you do here, Tammy?
Well, I'm kind of weeding queen. I love to weed.
That's what the weed. Kathy mentioned that although the garden is not officially organic, you're using natural.
Yep. That's why all this hay is here. And sometimes we put newspaper down just to keep the weeds out. That way it cuts down our weeding. But yeah, otherwise it's just cow manure.
And how long have you been doing this?
Probably close to 15 years. Yeah.
Well, you have a beautiful garden.
Well,
you can tell you put the time and effort.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And how long have you had this character flaw about loving weeds?
It's kind of lifelong. It's my OCD.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, I do have a neighbor friend that really loves to weed too.
Yeah,
it's very,
I
very
like it.
Therapeutic.
I like it to look clean. I like
is.
to see a mess and make it all look tidy again.
Tell me about this CSA, Community Supported Agriculture. And you got members of this.
I have members.
How many?
I have 12 right now. I do a full share, which would be kind of a family share, a half share, which would be like if you're 2 to 3 people in a family, and then I do a starter share. Usually my CSA customers are the ones, like if they want to can something, they get first choice at what's in the garden for canning, like tomatoes for salsa or tomatoes for canning.
So if you join a CSA, you got produce privileges, or if you just want to come up to the shed, you can always buy.
I usually have something for sale.
Okay.
And I have chickens, so we always have eggs for sale.
Eggs are sale. You've got succulent plants for sale.
Almost like a farm.
It's almost like
a farm.
It's like it's like the shed is an on-location farmer's market. Right here.
And you got you got animals here too, don't you?
I do.
Yes, and I think we're going to meet a very special animal, Nick, named Jelly Bean. Sit. Okay. Oh, she wants.
Okay. Sit.
Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Sit.
Oh, that's her sit. She's so pretty. You are so sweet.
Jelly. Jelly.
Like, where's that cracker?
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Her head doesn't lift up as
Jelly,
far as
sit. Sit.
Oh, sit.
You have to, yeah.
Sit. Say sit. Sit, Jelly.
Sit.
Sit, Jelly.
Sit.
Sit. Sit. Good. Good, Jelly. Good,
Good
Jelly.
job.
Jelly.
She's
Good,
like,
good. Oh, nice.
There you
nice,
go.
Nice,
Good girl.
Nice going. That was great.
Good job, Joe.
Nick, this is a beautiful place.
It's nice, no matter what the weather would be. It's just gorgeous. And she has so many interesting things. You know, you can buy vegetables, everything.
I loved it. The property's beautiful. The people are beautiful. It's a hidden little gem in Monroe County.
Yeah, they always talk about God's little acre. This is God's 500 acres.
Relax at Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens, Wisconsin. The people of F&M Bank have been serving Tomah and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
Americans love their cars, but when accidents happen, trust Abra Auto Body and Glass. America's most recommended to get it fixed right the first time, on time. Whether paintless dent repair from those dings, dents, and hail damage, collision repair from that nasty rear ender, or glass repair from that pesky rock chip, you'll get the highest quality repair from quality professionals. Call Abra Auto Body and Glass in New Lisbon at 608-562-6500.
Call and text every day.
Mom, it's Colin. It'll be fine.
You looking for something?
Cause I just wanna look for you. I can't stop thinking about you. Let me show you how proud I am.
Welcome to my favorite place. Just be careful.
Something's going on, but it's not what you think.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
And now, April, it's time for This Time in History. You know, with us in the midst of summer, Wisconsin will be serving a lot of beer.
Oh,
okay,
sure.
Wisconsin's a big beer place, but mostly out of cans and bottles. Now, did you ever wonder who came up with the idea of putting beer into bottles? I mean, traditionally, it was served for hundreds of years out of casks, or as we say now, out of draft beer, out of barrels. Well, tradition holds that around this day, more than 400 years ago, around 1580, 86, something like that.
Way before the Declaration of Independence.
That's right. Well, a pastor in the suburbs of London took a bottle filled with his own home brew to his favorite fishing hole. Now, we don't know anything about how his fishing experience was, but apparently he accidentally left his bottle of ale on the riverbank. He came back a few days later, and so the story goes, quote, he found a gun. Such was the sound at the opening thereof. Well, unbeknownst to the pastor, whose name is Alexander Noel, the ale had undergone a secondary fermentation in the bottle and built up sufficient carbon dioxide to cause a pop, okay? And that was a surprise to them. Well, most ales at the time were pretty flat. So this carbonated version from the bottle was quite the novelty for that era. Now, while it's a cute story, brewers had been experimenting with storing beer in glass bottles at about the same time, 400 and so years ago. But there's no evidence that that little experimentation led to commercialization. Actually, it wasn't, beer wasn't, or ale wasn't commercialized in bottles for another 150 years after that. So bottled beer remained a luxury, generally used only for export. And plus, the bottles themselves were hand-blown and very expensive. Each were filled with, and they had to be corked by hand and wire put down because of the carbonation.
Sure.
And just like champagne is today. And so, and of course, you know, like anything else, not everybody approved of bottled brew at the time. And there were things like secondary fermentation would wound the poor spirits and the body of the
pure
age.
spirits.
Yes, of the age. Plus the bottoms themselves were infected with a yeasty, foamy matter, which no barreled ale could ever be guilty of. So within us, in the midst of summertime, Wisconsin will be serving a lot of beer, mostly out of cans and bottles still, okay? So that's our little history, 400 years ago, for that matter.
Wow.
Right, and then, you know, there's another, I actually have another little historical thing.
On a July 11th date?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And let's see, what was it? It was on this day in 1804, okay, Vice President Aaron Burr mortally wounded Alexander Hamilton
that's
in
right.
a duel, and many people might remember that. Okay. It's a sad and ironic twist, however, that Hamilton's oldest son, okay, had been killed in a duel on the very same location, dueling 3 years earlier, okay, and his son was killed. Burr and Hamilton, so the story goes, clashed repeatedly over the years, and less than 4 years earlier, Hamilton had worked against the election of Burr, and Burr had been shot at stealing the presidency from Jefferson. So a big political thing. We don't do that today, right?
No, we don't duel.
We don't.
No,
You wonder sometimes whether some of these politicians should just duel it out, okay, rather than arguing ourselves eternally. So there you got two little historical things for the price of one.
All right, and I hope they weren't drinking any bottled fermented ale during the duel.
No, actually, they probably should have been. Yeah, absolutely. So there you are.
Well, Nick, thank you for your history.
It was fun.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
great. Well, we want to thank you for watching your hometown news, where we're connecting
you to the community.